Lucky enough to get the call yesterday that he was okay, but, you know, some families won't be that lucky to get that call.
One Valley family patiently awaiting the return of their loved one from war. Plus, preparations are underway for the Augusta County Fair, but will some rainy weather impact your fun?
You're watching WHSV News 3. 11 minutes of nonstop news and weather starts right now.
We begin with the tragedy in Afghanistan, the deadliest day yet for U.S. forces in the war. Good evening, everyone. I'm Karen Campbell. Thanks for joining us tonight. 30 American troops killed when their helicopter was shot down. 22 of them Navy SEALs. Most of the Navy SEALs were from the elite Team 6, and fellow members of their team were the ones who killed Osama bin Laden. Now, Team 6 is based in Virginia Beach, and that's where ABC's Yunji Denise is tonight.
They are the military's elite, their identities kept so secret, but now in death, we're learning more about these heroes. 25-year-old Michael Strange served in Iraq, Africa, and Afghanistan, and had just gotten engaged.
He got deployed again in July, and he said he'd be home for Thanksgiving. He was a great kid, man. He fought for this country.
His family says he understood that his dedication came with great risk.
He knew he was getting into this. Unreal. Everyone hears about it happening, and now happened to us.
And to the family of 30-year-old Aaron Carson Vaughn, a father of two with a newborn daughter he had been with for just 2 weeks before heading back overseas. Vaughn had volunteered to return to combat.
He was a fabulous son to his parents and a great big brother, and to me, the love of my life.
At the Wade Church in Virginia Beach this morning,
we thank God for all of that military.
Prayers for those lost and those left behind. In this town, there are no lines dividing civilians and the military.
It's a great sense and a great love that we have for our military. So it's like part of our family. It's such part of our family.
They're serving us, we need to serve them with the same integrity, the same honor.
And especially now.
Especially now. Now it's just a really hard time.
Now, it's also a hard time for many Valley families. News 3's Tim Ronca spoke with one family tonight who is patiently awaiting the return of their loved one from war. Tim?
Christina Moore's husband, Aaron, is a Marine Lance Corporal who's been in Afghanistan for some time with no certain end date in sight. The news over the weekend didn't make it any easier for her or her kids to wait for his return.
Where's your daddy at? Huh?
Most days, Christina Moore's 4 kids, like 3-year-old Jacob, are quick and proud to say their daddy is a Marine in Afghanistan. While they may be too young to understand the tragedies over the weekend, it's always tough to not have their father, Aaron, around.
We were lucky enough to get the call yesterday that he was okay, but, you know, some families won't be that lucky to get that call.
But just waiting to hear from your loved one is agony enough. Christina waited patiently for the news.
I got to hear from him probably about 13 hours after I heard about it on CNN. Of course, we can't just pick up the phone and call him. And
still, they talk at least once a day. And she's proud that her kids, ages 10, 4, 3, and 7, are so good under the circumstances. Her and Aaron do everything they can to stay in touch and share their lives.
We try to upload everything to Facebook that I can, so that way he can see pictures, because of course he's only seen the baby for probably about 3 weeks out of her life, and she's 7 months now.
In the meantime, days like the ones we just went through with bad news in Afghanistan are hard to live through. She hopes that the president is sincere that he wants to leave the country.
I think he may be just trying to say what everybody wants to hear, because re-election's coming up soon, because he had also said over a year ago that he was going to, start withdrawing, and then he sent 30,000 plus over there.
She says the best thing that can happen at this point is for all the troops to come back home.
They're basically fighting a war with the country, and they're trying to make peace with them. The country can't make peace with themselves.
One other way she is passing the time is selling bracelets like the one I'm wearing. She actually gave this one to me. The proceeds go to her husband's battalion and will be used to fund a welcome home event for all of them. In the newsroom, Tim Ronca, WHSV News 3.